Good evening, all. Welcome to the final round of the series. Tonight we're at Watkins Glen for the US GT3 Championship hosted by CXR Racing. Tonight, as usual, I have Ruben and Phil with me. Good evening, lads.
Evening.
Oh, we can't hear Ruben. He ain't gone to the toilet again, has he?
Ruben.
There he goes. I can hear him in the background that he's running around. That's right.
He
could join us in a sec.
I'm still
Here he is.
Here he is. He's back. He's back.
I took a final pit stop.
There's a surprise.
A rush pit stop.
Yeah, a mandatory pit, obviously. So, on to tonight then. Watkins Glen, cracking track, one of my favourites personally. Looks quite warm on there. Temperature 45 degrees on track. Wow.
Yeah, that is quite high.
That is mucho scorcho, as they say. 31 degree ambient, 55%, I presume that's humidity. Partially cloudy with a little bit of wind. 30 kilometers, that's quite strong.
45? No.
That's what it says, track temperature.
45 track temperature there.
It says in session 31, partly cloudy, track temperature 32.
It's obviously one job. There you go. So, having a quick look at the standards as they sit, as they're going out for quali. Adam Southgate is currently our new leader now for the first time this season, 141 points. And Peter Smith, after his mare last week, in second on 129. So, in short, Adam only needs to finish 7th.
No, I was just going to say... That
no, sorry, 6th.
Yeah,
better.
the track temperature before did read 45, but like now going to it reads 32. So
yeah,
a bit odd.
I'll get a start thing, yeah. So, so go back. So it's 32 on track then. Okay, it's still warm anyway. So yeah, tonight Adam only needs to finish. I think it's 6th. Otherwise, Peter can win on countback if he does win. So a little bit for Adam to do. Made it a little bit easier as we got slightly lower numbers being the last week of the season. So I suspect it's his to lose tonight. Stephen Bird currently 3rd on 104, ahead of Mark Fletcher on 103. So those two are likely to be fighting for the bronze position.
Stephen Bird currently 3rd. Good.
That's the one. Rhymes nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does rhyme nicely. Is he going to get 3rd tonight?
Ooh, I'm not sure. What was the practice sessions like? Anyone spotted?
Yeah, actually we did. It was Peter Smith who did a 1:45.9. Was the quickest.
Yeah, it was very fast from Peter.
Yeah.
So the Ford is looking quite strong.
But P2 and P3 were a Audi and Ferrari.
Yeah,
with
sorry,
Luke
I mean
McKeon and Callum Brand.
Oh, okay.
Both from
so Luke and Callum
racing.
are currently sitting 6th and 7th, albeit not really in a position to challenge for a podium. Okay, that's interesting. So where was where was Adam and Stephen then?
I think Adam was 4th.
Oh, okay.
And Stephen, that's a good question. I think he was 6th or 7th.
Okay, well that'll be interesting then. We'll see how that pans out then. We'll keep an eye on the guys later on. So, currently having a look at the screens. What have we got? Has anyone put a lap in? They're just putting in their warm-up. Is that a warm-up lap? If I went out, 1:46. That sounds pretty quick. So it's probably a competitive lap. So
yeah, it's almost the same lap time as he did in a practice session, while Mark Fletcher gets the 1:46.5 in now. So he's actually quicker than what he was in the practice session by about 2/10.
Yeah, just seeing them going up as we speak. Good stuff. So, all you guys watching, by all means, keep pinned, keep yourself pinned after the race. We'll be going through what we're going to do next season and when it starts and registrations open and etc. etc. So our lovely editor Phil will run us through that one later on.
Most definitely. Cheers for the follow, by the way, the Phoenix Wild. With a nice little pun joke there. I heard there are fjords.
Go on board with one of those fjords.
The Jords.
Ooh, look at that 1980s interior.
Oh, yeah. It's awful. Mind you, I suppose you're racing it, not looking at it.
It's like, quick S. Do you want it on or off? I mean, if it's called quick S, I'm gonna go for it on. I mean, if I'm racing, you're not gonna send that off, are you? You 100% quick S every time.
Yeah, I would go for the Master.
It certainly isn't the nicest car, I might add. Figment of your imagination. Oh, cool. I feel a bit flat today. I don't know what's going on. Last week of the season already. It's come around so quick.
It is. I mean, 8 weeks flown by.
So just having a look at who's in the session. I think we've got Daniel Merchant on yet another guest appearance. He's done well at it. He's raced more than some of the others in the league this year.
is gonna put a lap time in, I guess. And he did. Puts himself in P15. Wow, the gap between Mark Fletcher and Adam Southgate. 0.02 of a second. There we've got Phoenix cheering on for Vulcan. Their current quickest driver is Luke McKeon, P4, with the 146.620. Currently on board with Kieran Smart. He's P9 so far. And he's not that far off the time he did in practice.
Yeah, 146.32. What was it in practice? Was it a 145?
45.9.
45.9. Okay, so too much more to find. If he is going to
Nope.
find it.
So not a lot separating second and third then.
No, that's only 0.02 of a second. Pretty much nothing.
I'm just trying to. Oh, Adam's in the Ford, isn't he? Mark's in the Ferrari. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, he is, isn't
Luke is in the Audi.
he? Okay, so
Billy as well.
I wouldn't say any car particularly being dominant at the moment. Good drivers with good cars, I suppose.
Callum Brando is currently in P6. He did a 146.2 in the practice session. So,
Sandbagging.
well, he's done a 47.1 in the quali, so you would imagine that he's got like 9/10 to find somewhere. There you go, he jumped up to P5 with a 146.642. Right behind his teammate Luke.
So now Luke and Callum separated by a mere two. Is that 1,000s, isn't it? Was it hundreds? No, it's 200s.
200s.
Sorry, I'm just squinting at the screen there.
That's all fine, but it's close. It is close. Now we're on board with Dries Kader, one of the few in the Mercedes. Coming across the line. Let's see.
Someone stole half his steering wheel, look.
So Dries actually, he betters his lap time, doesn't improve in position. Or maybe he did 2 positions.
Oh, Mark Fletcher's just spun it.
Well, looking at the intervals at the bottom of the screen, you can see Karen Smart is going green in the fourth sector. Jason was quicker in his first sector, but slower in the second and third one. And let's see what Karen Smart's going to do when he comes across the line. And he stays in 10th. Still 13 minutes of qualifying left.
Yeah, still plenty of time for these guys to get some better laps in, but I think they're still looking pretty close. Top 6 all within 7, 8, top 9.
Should have been an auctioneer, shouldn't you?
Are we going to see that last lap in qualifying where somebody surprises us and puts himself in pole position? I mean, Adam and Mark aren't that far off Peter Smith's time, so if they can have that one good run, maybe a good draft on the straight after the S is going up the hill.
Just realised what a good track this is. I'm watching it. It's surprisingly the difference. It's more noticeable the elevation changes than other computer games, certainly.
Well, looking at on board with Luke, and I think he's behind Callum. This is what I mean. He's getting a. Ooh. I think we had some teamwork going on there. Yeah, I think there was some teamwork.
Or accidentally overrun.
Giving Luke the run on that straight.
Can't see his timing bar on the bottom, so I'm not sure if he's actually going quicker. No, he's on 2 oranges at the moment, so not looking like he's took advantage of that.
Matt Acton he had 2 green sectors coming across the line. He does improve on his lap, but doesn't improve on position. Puts in a 147.5. Oh, race controls in the house.
Ah, forgot to mention the 3 wise men. Is it 3 of them again?
I think it's 2 tonight. I think we've got Neil and Aaron.
Cruisen. Ah.
Oh, Luke jumps into P2 with a 146.405, and Billy Fletcher with a 146.411 in third position. So both of them are coming closer and closer to Peter's time, and they gained some positions as well. So although Luke was showing those orange sectors in sector 1 and 2, he still improved his lap time. Do we got anybody else on a quicker lap? Forward with Adam. Oh, nice recovery there, though.
How he kept
What
that
a recovery!
The wall. Wow.
But it is quite interesting, though. So far in P5. Yeah, look at that recovery. Great recovery. Currently in P5, and Mark, which was if Peter would win this race, what was the position Adam should finish in?
6th will be enough.
6th.
Yep, because unfortunately 7th Peter would win on countback, so they'd be tied. As Peter's managed to win 3 this season,
Wow.
compared to Adam's single win.
Right. I think we just saw Stephen Bird going off at the exit of the bus stop. And his teammate just could avoid it.
Yeah, managed to pull back to the pits in time, I think. Save of the day. It's only quali. Won't get too excited. In the race, that'd be good.
Well,
that's Neil's driver of the day sorted then.
Based on his save during the qualifying session, but yeah. I think most people 9 out of 10 times put it in a wall there, so. Right, Matt Acton, Martin Hobson coming across the line. Martin Hobson, I think he was on the out lap.
Well, Peter's managed to put the fastest sector in sector 1, but he's shown orange on the way through, so I'm not sure if he's going to improve. I think he has actually.
He does.
Yeah, 1.69, 119. Yeah.
So it looked reasonably close to Luke, but now it's roughly 2/10.
Oh, Dominic Forster, is that?
A nice little drift coming into the last turn onto the main straight. Doesn't make you any quicker though.
All show, no go.
So looking at the times from P2, 3, 4 and 5, which is Luke, Billy, Mark and Adam, they all are in the 146.4. So it's looking close again.
Yeah.
Something that's keep current in the last couple of weeks, where quite a lot of positions are within that 1/10 of a second.
Nice to see Billy giving it a go at the top there. Quite interesting, but he's putting faster sector 2 and 3 at the moment.
But he didn't improve on his lap time though.
So what's going on in Holland at the moment? You in lockdown yet?
Well, last Tuesday or yesterday, they announced harsher rulings, but still no full lockdown, and they go in effect in about 10 minutes. So by 10 o'clock tonight, it's but still no full lockdown. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all safe with my nice CXR face mask.
You got a CXR face mask?
I actually do, mate.
Are you flogging him on the old website, Phil? Right?
What?
It says Phil flogging him on the website, is he?
No.
You made your own, did you?
Yep.
There's a business opportunity there, I'm sure.
Well, with the way it's going on here, could be.
Major off there for Billy.
Billy's overcooked it a little bit there.
Just a little bit.
Probably got just about enough time to. He should be able to squeeze in a quick warm up and a flying lap before the end of the session if he wants to. So currently on board with our pole
Peter
sitter.
Smith. Yeah, Peter Smith did a purple sector 1.
Again.
5. Yeah.
But he doesn't improve. 146.2.
8.100 off pole. Yep, the Fjord.
For George.
Is on pole. And where's the next Fjord? Currently sitting 5th.
Yep.
Adam will be looking to get that hopefully in the top 3. Although I'm sure Billy and Mark not related.
They're not. I was going to ask that actually.
Mark Fletcher actually was celebrating his 11th year
Birthday.
on iRacing. The other day.
11 years.
I think it
Is
was
that how long it's
11
been going?
years. 11 years on iRacing. Oh, that was it.
Is he an original then, is he?
One of the OGs.
Wow. I presume it's changed a fair old bit in the 11 years it's been going.
Pick up that.
You can ask your virtual assistant.
Oh, the stat man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
you
I'm the
just
stat
said
man, not the
you're gonna look up the
historian.
stat. What?
What? What?
Say
Say
what?
Okay, let's go Google. How old is iRacing?
Well, iRacing isn't like 2000.
12 years old, so he's not
Oh,
an original. There you go.
Well,
Yeah, first year adopter. That's pretty good.
I mean, that's quite close to, isn't it?
Stable release. It says here stable release the 5th of September 2019.
Miles Owens spins the car around.
Yep, initial release was August 26th, 2008.
Still going strong.
Any idea how many subscribers it has out of interest?
I truly don't have a clue, but
It went up a lot this year. That is for a
yeah,
fact.
especially in the beginning of this year, though. I mean, you had weekends where you had like what, 18,000 people. And I
Well,
think even-
apparently it has 160,000 subscribers.
There you go. While qualifying has
That's a lot of
finished.
money.
That's what I was thinking. It's not quite on the level of World of Warcraft, but not
Well,
bad,
but
is
even
it?
thinking about all the people who, during the Corona, thought, well, let's go sim race. Let's buy some sim-related gear. And I think that all died down a little bit, so probably a lot for sale. So we're on board with Callum Brand on this final lap during the qualifying session.
Well, it's not bad. It's still, even if it was 10 quid a go a month, it's 1.6 million a month, isn't it? Not too shabby, is it?
No, it's not. Some nice, interesting info again by Only the Details. We've been through 4 engineering teams in 6 races, and Details Racing is doing its best. Since I can't do DJ gigs, we need to baby the car at times to save cash. Good stuff. So Callum is going to come across the line any second. Let's see if he can pull out one quicker lap. He actually does. He jumps to P2. Wow.
P2.
Well done.
Wow, great lap.
Last lap wonder.
Great
Yeah.
lap by Callum. And not that far off pole time as well, with a 146.244. 500ths of a second. So really, and even his final sector was green. And that's what I've said before during the other races is, yeah, it can show you the orange sector, but it could only be like a couple of thousandths of a second that you're slower than what you previously were. So
Just for
great
the
lap by Callum.
6 months in a row there for Milo. Cheers for the
Oh,
sub.
cheers.
So there's a little bit of pressure now on Adam Southgate because he's actually finished quali in 6th, which is the lowest position he needs to secure the title, especially if Peter stays at the front. So no pressure there, Adam.
Oh, definitely. That makes it interesting for the championship.
Yeah.
Milo, we're going to announce that at the end of this race. So there we've got the results for the final qualifying for the US GT3 CXR Championship. On pole position, it's Peter Smith, P2, Callum Brandt, P3, Luke McKeon, P4, Billy Fletcher, P5, Mark Fletcher, P6, Adam Southgate, P7, Stephen Bird, P8, Matthew Hodges, P9, Kieran Smart, P10, Martin Hobson, P11, Jason Hutchin, P12, Matt Acton, P13 is Dominic Furster, P14 Dries Kader, P15 Miles Owens, P16 Daniel Merchant, and P17 Josh Thompson.
There we have it. Who are you putting your money on tonight?
Oh, I'm not going to jinx anyone.
I already said that I'm going to put my money on Peter Smith.
Yeah,
I
I concur. I think Peter's going to win the race, but I do think Adam's going to finish sort of 4th or 5th to secure the title.
Well, it would be nice to see Callum Brand or Luke McKeon for Falcon Sim Racing do well.
It's for the follow Ryan Fetus and D-Dog 10272627.
You're giving out your phone number again.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, cheers for the follow.
Jesus.
Thanks for watching.
I thought for a second they were doing a static start.
Right, I will leave
stay
you to
tuned.
the commentary, and
cheers,
I will
Bill.
catch you shortly.
See you in a bit.
So we're on the parade lap for the final round of the season. And stay tuned for the entire race, because at the end of the race we will announce the next season as well.
The pole was very close, wasn't it, from memory?
What pole time?
No, the pole POLL, as in the voting.
Oh, right. It was
for based on next season. So
Peter was trying to overtake the pace car there. D-Dog asking if we can do the Indy 500 next. Oh, who knows?
Jesus, I think I'd rather spoon my eyes out and do 500 laps in the circle like that.
We can't talk about Paul. They're wrong anyway.
Actually, that's a point. Is the that's still ongoing, isn't it? It's all China's fault anyway.
Wow, Phil. He got me. Yeah. Oh, that's so bad. It's so good. Right.
Oh dear. You can tell it's the last lap of this, the last race of the season, can't you?
Yeah.
I just realised I'm off next week. Oh, it's the first week of lockdown and I'm actually off work. How depressing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, from tonight, I think. So.
Right, coming up to the final sector. Everybody trying to put some temperature in the tires and the brakes.
Well, excuse me.
Wow. Mark, come on.
I know, it's been a long day. It's horrible. I actually woke up, thought it was Thursday. That's how bad it was.
What? He thought it was Thursday.
Yeah, I woke up this morning thinking it was Thursday.
Ah. That must have been harsh when you figured out it wasn't.
Yeah, it was actually. I come down and I thought, oh, hold on, it's Wednesday. Then I remembered I've got commentary duties with your good self tonight. That cheered me up no end.
Well, Peter backing up the pack a little bit, creating a gap between him and the pace car.
Right.
And it's a go.
Off we go.
I think Callum was trying to get us close to Peter, and when he backed off, it was
Luke's
Peter who
gone
was
into
going.
second.
Yeah.
Mark's got into third on the inside.
And
That's the door wide open there.
Billy's on the inside now, or no, he's stuck in behind Callum again. I was going to say he's on the inside of Callum.
So that's interesting. Callum's lost 2 places on the first 2 corners.
Oh, well, Stephen Bird is having a little look at Adam. He's going for the inside move at the bus stop. But he stays behind, so no position changes so far for Adam.
So current Peter Smith, our pole sitter in first. Luke McKeon's gone up a position in second. Mark Fletcher's gone up 2 positions into third. Callum's gone down 2 into fourth, and Billy Fletcher's lost position and sitting in fifth. Adam Southgate sitting rather conveniently where he needs to be in sixth.
Yeah, Adam just needs to keep his composure.
Yeah, I think it's more a case of trying not to get caught up with too many battles, really, I suppose.
Yeah,
just concentrate on finishing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 45-minute race. We just started it, so
yeah, we saw go. I think Peter Smith was first or second, wasn't he, before he had his little incident and it took him out of the race. So, first lap coming up already. Just having a little look. Just starting to feather out a little bit already, actually, looking at the times.
Peter creating a little bit of a gap to him, or to Luke, but Mark Fletcher is right on the back of Luke, so let's see if he can create something going up the hill. Onto that straight to the bus stop chicane. Though I think Luke still is within the draft of Peter.
Am I reading that right? Is Daniel Merchant not connected for the race?
Yeah, Daniel's not racing. Right. Daniel had some issues. He was having a migraine, so he was not quite right if he would be fit enough or able enough to do the actual race. I think he decided to drop out, which is totally understandable.
We got any sweaty cams tonight? Oh, big cold. Unusual. And we got the hunk webcam tonight, or is that fans only feed? Hey? Only fans feed, yeah.
So on board with Martin Hobson on the back of Matthew Hodges, Kieran Smart in front of him. Nice little 3-car battle for P8. It's all trains.
Choo-choo. So, as you would expect, Peter at the front with nothing in front. Fastest lap, 146.77. Mark
Oh, but
Fletcher's
it's
starting to put a bit of pressure on.
yeah.
You
He's
can see
definitely
it
close to
behind.
pick up.
Here he goes. Ooh. This is yes, is the little it is a little bit at the top of the hill. So you got
So
Audi against Ferrari.
went to the bus stop, but he's still behind Luke. But I do think that Mark Fletcher is thinking that he wants to pass Luke as quickly as possible to try and close the gap to Peter.
Yep, he's opened just over a second already. 2 laps in. Just looking back at Adam's last lap, he's actually lapping the second quickest on the track at the moment. So,
Oh wow, we see an overtake, or
ooh,
I was gonna say we see an overtake from Martin Hobson and Kieran Smart, but Kieran Smart keeps up and stays in front of Martin. Kieran did lose the position to Matthew Hodges though. What I think what we can see though is that they're all relatively on the same pace apart from some. Because they're all staying within that, say, half a second. Most of them. Matthew Hodges only is 3.5 seconds behind Stephen Bird, and Matt Acton is about 3.7 seconds behind Martin Hobson. But then the group behind Matt Acton is, like I said, all within, say, that half a second, so relatively on the same pace.
can have a little look here, I think. Might go and try and do him at the top of the hill here.
I think going into the bus stop.
Here he goes. Holds it, yep.
So nice move there from Martin Hobson, puts himself in P9.
So it's turning into a little group of 5 here. Which is it 11 to 15, I think? Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely correct there. The same goes for P2 to P6. I think Adam is lucky. Stephen Bird not really able to close the gap down, so Adam's still in P6, half a second behind Billy Fletcher.
Peter just extending his lead again, 4 laps in, second and a half now.
Oh yeah, and I think that Luke has to defend his position against Mark.
Yep,
That probably plays in the hands of
yeah,
Peter
exactly.
Smith.
Yep, let them fight amongst themselves.
But I do think Mark is going to have a good run here, so he's probably going to see if he can make the move into the bus stop chicane. Going
Luke
for the
holds the
outside there.
inside. Yeah. Is Luke going to hold the inside? I think he is.
Oh.
Yes, he does. Might just backed off a little earlier. He's got a good
and
drive
then
now.
Yeah, well, I think
It's just gone wide.
Mark went wide, and I think Luke cut the
They
inside of
both
the
did.
exit of the bus stop chicane. So,
As you were, albeit Callum is right in the mix again.
but
So
that
Mark's-
happening puts Peter 2.8 seconds in front now.
I suppose the only issue there now is obviously Adam's on the back of all this all of a sudden. He's only half a second now behind Billy.
And Miles Owens just spun the car, unfortunately, dropped back a couple of positions. Oh, and it is Mark Fletcher now in front of Luke McKeon. While Billy Fletcher went on the outside there of Callum Brand. What a move. What a move there from Billy. Yeah, very well done. Because this is not a tricky track. I mean, you don't have a lot of runoff areas, as we can see here coming on the main straight as well. The barriers are so freaking close that if If you make one little mistake, you could end up in it. So nice
suppose
move there from Billy.
On the plus side, it is a very nice wide track. I can't
That's
believe how
true.
much you get away with going on that first corner there.
Yeah, you have a really. I think it all depends on where you come back on track. So you can go fairly wide into that
You've got to
run-up
come
area.
on. You've got to come on just before the line runs out where the dirt is, otherwise you get the slow down.
Exactly. Yeah. But the battle between Mark and Luke puts Peter now 4 seconds in front. But let's see if Mark is able to sort of pick up the pace a little bit and claw back the time to Peter. On board with Adam on the back of Callum Brandt.
Well, the little fight there, obviously, with Luke, it's cost him over a second half on the last lap.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can get the hammer down there. He should have a bit of clear road in front of him.
Ooh, Billy had a little tail wiggle, so he lost the connection with Mark and Luke. And we're looking back at the whole battle between Mark and Luke, and it's actually Mark making a move on the outside there as well, put him in on the inside for the left-hand turn in that final sector. So nice move by Mark as well. But Luke isn't giving up, staying right on the back of Mark.
Just having a look further down the list, we've got Dominic Forster, 12th, who we are watching right now, only just under just over 2 seconds, 2 tenths of a second. Blimey, we've got teeth, and there we go. So is he going to have a look for T1? He's on. No.
Yeah, and you can question if that was the right thing to do, to stay on that inside line if you're not going for the move. Because
that's it. You lose too much speed in the corner, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has to drive now still on that straight, so he's going to pull close. But if he would have taken the outside, it would have gained him a little bit more coming onto that straight to make the move.
Yes.
Before the bus stop.
Would have had a bit more momentum. You see, because he went in tighter, that he's spat out further into the corner. All of a sudden, you lose a little bit of speed coming out. Don't you?
Exactly.
Bit of trade-off. So Luke McKinnon, just having a look, is also 2 tenths behind Mark Fletcher. So Mark hasn't managed to pull away yet. I thought he'd just shoot off like a stabbed rat, but
I think that's a little bit of the nature of Watkins Glen, though. If you're the car in front and you don't have anyone in front of you to take that draft, and the guy behind is on relatively the same pace as I mentioned before, who has that draft, then it's quite easy to follow, I guess. You just have to try to put pressure on and force that mistake. But so far, I mean, we know Mark is a great driver and can defend very well. While in the background, we see an overtake of Adam Southgate on Callum Brandt. So Adam puts himself in P5. Here we see, I think Adam just had a little bit of better run coming out of that left-hander onto the second one. So well done by Adam. Now he needs to keep his composure again. Cohen's still close behind though, and Stephen Bird as well, so I think Adam does have that little bit of power advantage in the Ford compared to the Ferraris. Let's go. Ryan Fetus cheering on for only the details. Well, Callum definitely is not gonna give up that easily on the position. Still close behind Adam. I think what Adam wants to do is try to close that gap to Billy. take more advantage of that draft. Mark Fletcher currently in second, doesn't really seem to have the pace to claw back the time. As I said before, it's now 4.5 seconds to Peter, so Peter's just doing what he knows best, putting his foot down. A little shot from the back of his car. Some nice advertisement for twitch.tv/CXR_TV. That's why the wing is so big on that Ford. Back on board with Luke for Falcon Sim Racing. Falcon Sim also watching the stream.
Yeah, just having a little look. Callum Brandt just over a tenth behind, so he's just got to try and find the right place to attack. Saying that, he's lost a little bit of time, so not a very good exit out of there.
Oh, but the pressure is on for Adam. It's definitely on.
Well, he's got the advantage. Ooh, what happened there? He's let Stephen in now, hasn't he?
Yeah, but looking on the onboard view, I'm not quite sure he had it, or if he got a little nudge there from behind from Stephen, or that he let him pause, or Stephen may showed his nose on the inside there.
Just having a little look. No, I think he just got it wrong on turning.
Yeah, yep. I think he just overshot the turn a little bit. But that means a little bit less pressure for Adam, who can now focus a little bit more on trying to catch up with Billy.
Yep, got 2-place cushion now. Just be concentrating on finishing it.
Back on board with Jason Hutchin. Behind Matt Acton still.
Martin Hobson's gone into the pit, so I don't know if he's had a problem. That
That's
certainly won't be scheduled, will it?
Seems relatively early, but who knows?
I think it's too early, I think. I'm just thinking, I suspect this track's quite a thirsty track. Ooh, that's what happens. He kissed the tyre wall.
And immediately decided to come into the pit and take his false repair.
If you're going to hit anything, you might as well do it by the pit entrance, isn't you?
Yeah.
No point doing it on T1, is there?
It just was, I mean, clipped the grass on the outside curb for a tiny bit and it was enough to unsettle the car.
We've seen it before in the other rounds. You touch that grass and off you drop.
Look at that. Look at that. Dries Kader just overtaken Jason Hutchin, who was having that battle with Matt Acton. But Dries Kader took the advantage and overtook.
Didn't need to be out twice, did he?
Nope. So that's P11 for Dries.
So at the moment, Mark Fletcher in second, Dries Kader in 11th, and Josh Thompson in 14th have all progressed 3 positions from their pole start. Callum Brandt and Martin Hobson are the biggest losers, so to speak, with
I was going
5
to say,
places.
That's quite harsh.
Plus and minuses, that's all it is.
The gaps died down a little bit though. We don't see a lot of green relatives on the interval. Still Luke though, who's hanging on with Mark Fletcher, and of course the battle for P10.
Callum's gone in as well. He seems to be going rather slowly. He's in the pit lane, obviously.
Yeah, he's in the pit. Yeah, of course he's in the pit. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks even worse when the road's like 2 miles wide, doesn't it? Looks like you're crawling in. I'm just having a little look there. Peter Smith, nearly 5-second gap already. Half a second a lap. That's a lot.
Yeah, let's have a little look on the lap times of Peter Smith in the race. Yeah, it's roughly in the 147, mid 147s. Really consistent. It's about 2/10. He's staying within. with the lap times. And if we have to compare that with Mark Fletcher just seems to be like 2-3 tenths off every lap.
So Jason Hodgson is currently having a little sniff behind Dries Kader there. Turning into a little 3-car battle, if you're including Matt in front. But Dominic Forster's also caught him up. So that's for 9th to 12th. I'm just trying to second guess when they are likely to start pitting, and I'm sort of guessing it's going to be around a lap 15 at the latest, I would have thought.
Oh,
I'm trying to work it out. It might be lap before, actually. It might be lap 14. Looking. Okay, 11, 4 minutes. Yeah. It's usually sort of early to mid-20s on most of the tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, I would rather say like 25 minutes in. But then again, that's roughly lap 14, 15. So you might be quite right there.
Well, we'll see.
It's Luke still behind Mark Fletcher.
Keeping it constant. It's been sitting behind him roughly 3 tenths, just under, for the last 3-4 laps now. So.
Well, maybe he's one of the drivers trying to save some fuel behind Mark and trying to stretch his stint.
There's plenty of time to put a little bit of pressure, but obviously place the advantage of Peter at the moment is up to 5.3 second lead. So it could be these two battling out on pit stop strategy, who knows? So Dries Kader in 10th obviously had a little look, but his interval just shot back up, so don't think it worked.
No, that's quite the battle they are having though for P9. It's been going on for a total of 20 minutes so far.
It's not often I watch a race and think, actually, I wouldn't mind racing on this circuit again. I do like this circuit. It's one of them addictive ones.
Cheers for the follow, X-Drummy. Welcome to our stream. We are currently watching the final round of the CXR US GT3 Championship at Watkins Glen. And we've got Matthew Dambreen in the chat as well. Well, Mark, you've got to explain me there. Any draft me daddies tonight?
I don't know. Sounds a bit Scottish to me. Better ask the editor. What does that mean? I presume it's maybe loitering. I think that's after last week. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember now.
I think
was it
so,
Daytona?
Yeah.
Was it? Was it Daytona?
I'm not quite sure. I think it was last week.
It was a bit of a Leroy Jenkins moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite funny. It was quite funny.
They're in 12th. Oh, I get all excited. I see that interval shoot down, and then obviously they have to break a little bit earlier or something and it goes back up. But obviously these guys here between 9th and 12th having a good little ding dong. So currently sitting second as well. Just as I said, that we've into the battle. Let's have a little look on board with Jason Hodgson at the moment. Oh, something took someone there.
Ooh. Yeah, he gets the move done on Dominic Forster, so Dominic drops back to, I think it's P13 or P12.
P12. I thought for a moment he lost it because it looked like the back wheel caught the grass. So Matt Acton's gone into the pit. So I suspect that's a strategic one.
I think you're quite right though, but we're on lap 14. But looking at the battle for P2, you can see the different lines taken by Mark and Luke. It seems like Luke in the Audi is able to keep a tighter line and still keep up with Mark there. And that right-hander we just went through can be so tricky on the exit. You really have to feather the throttle a little bit. So it's quite easy to turn the car around because of a bump right where you want to exit the corner. So Peter Smith still going strong, doesn't come into the pit. Same goes for Luke and Mark.
Billy Fletcher's in. He was 4th when he went in. So he's our highest placed pitter at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like he seems to be on a quite different strategy than the others in, well, say the top 8.
And he's coming out currently 8th.
Oh! Wow, that's not how you want to enter the pit there.
I missed that.
Well,
Ooh.
I'm not quite sure if...
No, I think he got away with it. Unless you saw something I didn't, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, I saw him hitting the wall. I'm not quite sure if there was a little nudge on the back end. I think there was just a tiny tap.
I didn't catch that bit. I
I'm
thought he
not
was
quite...
diving into the pit.
Well, it looked like he was supposed to go into the pit, and I think the car behind, I think that was Dominic, wasn't really expecting him to go into the pit, but luckily he's got that fast repair, so may not cost him too much. And Jason is coming out of the pit as of now, dropped back to P15. So Mark and Luke coming up onto a back marker. I think that's Miles Owens. So just a little look. Peter still going. And the same goes for Mark and Luke. Adam's gonna go as well. Stephen Ford still driving. And then we've got quite a big gap to guys behind. So yeah, I'm curious what it's gonna bring Billy coming in that early compared to the others.
Well, he was 4th when he came in, so let's see if he can get back to 4th when the others follow. So currently 9th and above yet to pit. And Josh Thompson, who's currently 13th. Peter Smith has now got a 6-second lead. Just as you see Dominic Force and Dries Kader fighting it out in 8th and 9th.
And I think Dominic decided to back off a little bit and tuck in behind Dries again. Peter still leading the way, 6 seconds in front of Mark and Luke. Just keeping it steady. Yeah, Winey saying in chat he got a punt. Definitely seemed like, but I think he just was caught out by him taking a slightly different line. And Peter is coming into the pits, by the way. What are Mark? Mark is coming in, and Luke as well. Oh, Luke really close on the back there. Adam is coming in. Steve is coming in. They're all coming in. Waiting on Matthew Hodges. I reckon he's going to come in as well.
So top 5 then. So I was only a lap out. That wasn't too bad. Not a bad guess. There we go.
There we have it. Matthew coming in. Kieran as well.
He looks like an undercover cop car with his lights flashing like that. Oh, he's still sitting there, then. Come on. What's the hold up? Off he goes. Right, leader's out.
Oh, Dries.
No danger there.
I was having a little look at Dries. It nearly looked like he was gonna miss the pit entry.
So
Billy
Luke's
Fletcher.
lost a second. Oh my lord. Mark's lost 2 seconds.
Look at this, Billy Fletcher. I think he came out in front of Adam Southgate.
He is, but he was 4th when he went in, so it was as you were.
Right.
He hasn't really gained anything. Still 2.5 seconds off Mark Fletcher. But Mark did lose a couple of seconds in the pit there to Luke, so Luke's obviously come out ahead.
Exactly, Mark was in front of Luke going into the pit, but he lost quite some time to
he lost
to Luke. Yeah,
just over a second and a half in the pit.
So that's very well done by Luke, to be honest. And the question will be, because like I said before, they seem to be on relatively the same pace. So the question is, will we be able to bring the gap down and bring the fight for P2 back again?
Dries Kadir and is that Matt Accent as well? Both going past.
It is. It's Matt Accent right behind Dries, followed by Jason Hutchin, who got that punt, but still in the battle for, I think that's P11. Yes, it is. But although Luke had a great pit stop, it's unfortunately cut out the battle for P2. Even in Wines. Oh, is that really? Matthew? I didn't know. Oh, that was quite awesome though. Having a son and father driving in the same championship.
They're in the same team. Let's get our editor to have a check. So on board with Matt Acton, who has Jason Hodgson right up his rear, along with Dominic Forster having a little sniff as well.
Oh, are they going to go 3 wide? No, they are.
No.
That would have been interesting.
Well, it's like when you're in traffic and you see those idiots going from 2 lanes to 1 and fighting it out until they run out of road.
I can tell you, I did a 6-hour endurance race once here. Surprisingly, together with Billy Fletcher. It's been quite a while ago. But I actually went for an overtake there between 2 cars, just in front of the bus stop, and made it work. Won't do it again, but yeah, I think I had a heart rate of 200 after, but that felt quite nice. It's, yeah, very risky, of course. Right, it's Stephen Bird, by the way. Currently P6, just under a second behind Adam. And as you said in the beginning of the race, 6th is the position Adam needs to finish in to grab the championship.
Actually, I think it's 7th in fairness. I think 7th wins by points still. I'll double check as.
Double check, Mr. Stats.
I will double check in about 5-ish minutes. But yeah, as it sits at the moment, despite Peter's potential of 4 wins of the season, Adam is likely to take the championship as it stands.
Well, still got 12 minutes to go, so.
Yeah, I think we need to stick with this battle for a while because, in fairness, these boys have been on and off most of the laps fighting each other, this little train.
I definitely agree, though, although Stephen Bird is taking down the time of Adam.
A little bit, but there's no real pressure there for Adam, is it?
Not yet. Not like Matt
Just
Acton is now
over,
putting the pressure on Dries.
just over 10 minutes to go, so that's what, 6 laps. You know, Adam can quite casually just let Stephen pass if he wanted to. Won't make any changes. But I know racing drivers aren't like that generally, are they?
No.
So you can see the sun starting to set as well.
Well, Matt Acton was so close to Dries coming into the bus stop, but I think he had to back out a little bit more than he probably wished for. Now Dries has a little bit of breathing room. And Matt Acton has to look behind as well, with Jason Hutchin really close. Oh, and Dries Kader spins the car.
Ouch.
Oh, that's that's not gonna help. That Mercedes
just the
doesn't
back
work
went,
quite
didn't it?
well in the front. Yeah,
Yeah.
could be that he just clipped the grass there. There's a tiny little bit of grass there on the outside, and
Yeah, there she goes.
yeah, hard hit.
Maybe just possibly accelerating the Natscott too early. Who knows?
And I think the boys behind were lucky that he stayed on the left-hand side of the track and didn't bounce back to the right. But that puts Matt Acton in P11. Jason Hutchin P12, Dominic Forster P13. And I think Dries is still going though. He's not coming in for a fast repair. And I wouldn't blame him, because we don't have that much time left anymore in the race.
I'm assuming he doesn't have a fast repair left, because it normally gobbles it up when you do your mandatory, unless you remember to untick it.
Yeah, well, that's it. You have to untick it.
I think, I think a lot of people forget by the time they come to pit.
Yeah, well, I think if you're doing it the way you want to, then you should do it when you're grading up. Actually, you want to untick it.
Oh,
so
yeah, I see.
So that you need to tick it if you go into the pits, but hey, you have to think of it
in advance. Yeah.
Well, I do agree with Phoenix. It is easy to do, and especially, like I said, putting your rear tires just for a tiny bit on the grass, it can caught you out, and
these cars,
especially with and the barrier's so close. Said before, not much runoff areas on a couple of parts on this track, so.
That was the area there. You can see where just past the curb where it kicks out on the grass verge a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot.
It definitely doesn't. But this 3-car battle still going strong. I'm keeping my eye on Stephen Bird and Adam Southgate though. Stephen definitely close that gap down, so the battle for P5 is on.
Peter having another boring race. He's now wound up a 7-second lead. So barring any travesty on his behalf there, he's probably got this one wrapped up.
Yeah, well, he just had to maximize this race, of course, points-wise, because you'll never know what happens to Adam.
Well, it's fair to say it's not often you win 4 races in a season and not win the league.
True. Although I think, didn't he miss one round at least, Peter?
No, he just had a bad result last week.
Oh, that was true, yeah.
That's synonymous with a couple of others who we've seen over the season has been quite dominating, just had one bad result and it's just kicked him out. Cost him the title, unfortunately. So just having a quick look at fastest laps. I think Peter Smith is still the fastest with a 1:46.77. And I think the second fastest is still Adam Southgate with a 1:46.84. So Adam's got the pace, but obviously...
Oh, there we see a move of Dominic Forster on the inside of Jason. Jason was trying to put the pressure on Matt Acton, but...
Stop press driver of the day, pole is up. So, How do we do this, Ruben? I've forgotten. You have to go for the number on the scrolly bit. Not the
Yeah,
car
on the
number,
right,
not the
on the
positional
right-hand
number.
side, exactly
No
on the
other
right-hand
number.
side, you've
That's the
got
one on the
driver of the
scrolly
day.
bit.
Put the number in front of the name in the chat, and there you'll have your vote for driver of the day. So
So, to give you guys some ideas, obviously Peter's had a dominating racing yet again. Positional-wise, Mark Fletcher's gone up 2 places, Stephen Bird's gone up 2 places, Josh Thompson's gone up 2 places. So, not sure what people's criteria are. So, Kieran Smart just... he was down to 0.05 at one point, so he was having a little look on Martin Hobson in 9th.
yeah, that was probably at the entry of the bus stop.
So you have 5 minutes to get your vote in. I'm having a little scratch of my head thinking who to vote for at the moment. Oh, look, some numbers coming up already.
Yeah,
Number 9.
I
Who's
voted
number
for
9?
I voted for number 9. That's Luke McKeon, currently in P2.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
Yeah, a good
just
pit stop
as
by
I
him.
feel, yeah, he had a good race, staying behind, start with the qualifying. He had a great qualifying, then had a great battle with Mark, even a better pit stop, which puts him in P2 with roughly 5 minutes of racing to go. So therefore, my vote goes for number 9.
I have noticed Adam Southgate is in 7th. So I best tot off to these scores and have a quick look. So I shall be back in one moment.
Oh,
So Adam Southgate is on 141. Let's add on in 7th place is 14 points. How many does that give us, Ruben? Do I have to get my take my socks off now?
yeah. But I was just having a little look at what happened to Adam. Maybe Phil can put up a replay, but he lost the car on his own.
Oh, did
and
he?
He even hit the wall. So
Ouch. Well, that gives him 155 points, and Peter Smith gets 25, which gives him 144 points. So Adam has to finish. Oh, did he, or did he get caught?
No. He definitely lost
right.
it on his own. He lost it on his own.
No
The
problem.
backhand stepped out.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Tried to overcorrect it and puts him on the outside wall.
So I suppose the issue is now, can he hold on to 7th? How far?
Well, Matthew isn't that close behind. I think Matthew
8
is
seconds, 3 laps maybe.
Yeah.
Depends how much damage he's got on the car.
Let me have a little look on the last 2 laps with the lap times. Yeah, I think it's still going to be relatively close though. So I don't think, unless something's going to happen again, that Matthew is going to catch up with Adam.
Well,
but,
the interval's not coming down in a hurry, so he's gaining a couple of attempts. But
it's the pressure of getting the championship, getting to the head of Adam, because he was quite comfortably in that position and within that championship win, and now he has to watch out that he doesn't make the same mistake again, because Matthew isn't that far behind. So
yeah, he lost 10 seconds on that lap. So yeah, another mistake could potentially drop him 2 places actually.
Exactly.
Or even 3 with Kieran, because he's only half a second behind Martin in 9th.
It could cost him the championship.
Well, could do. I don't think it will. Like I say, the interval's not coming down, so as long as he can keep his cool for the next 2 laps, then he should be okay.
Makes it quite interesting though.
Peter will be kicking himself because he finished, obviously he had to retire, but he finished 20th. It just goes to show, even a rubbishy result by his standards in a 10th or something would have still wrapped it up, wouldn't it?
Definitely. But we're back on board with Matt Acton and Jason Hodgson. And I don't think Dominic is that far behind as well. Still the 3-car battle. They've been battling for roughly the entire 45 minutes of this race. We see some more votes coming in.
I'll cast my vote then.
We see some votes for Mark Fletcher as well. A vote for Kieran Smart. 2 votes actually for Kieran Smart.
They just want his OnlyFans stream, don't they?
Oh, you're going for Peter Smith.
Well, as boring as it sounds, he hasn't put a foot wrong, has he?
True. No, I mean, if you have your reasons to vote for whatever driver you want to vote for, that's all fine.
It's a consolation because I think Adam will still finish where he is. Matthew's losing time against him, so he's not in danger of losing 7th unless he makes a mistake.
Well, I'm keeping my eye on Adam because, of course, it's probably
Callum
in his
and
head now.
Stephen having a go. Has Callum gone through? Callum has
Oh,
not even.
no,
I'm not sure what happened there. Did he have a cook it there? He
he got
was
the
through
chicane.
for about a second, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he just went.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be
Oh, I
honest, though,
see. Right. Okay.
very
Let
wise
him through.
decision by Callum. It's going to cost him a slowdown though, but it was a wise decision not to try and still make that chicane, but because that probably wouldn't have worked and caused a crash. So he took the wise route of going straight on.
I suppose it'd be rude not to go on board with Peter Smith as he's coming up to the finish line as the clock has just hit 45 minutes. So here we are on board with our leader. He'll be absolutely gutted he'll lose the championship by a point.
That's how close it can be.
Yeah, but that's
amazing.
It is. I think it's fair to say he's been unlucky.
Keep in mind, Adam still has to finish this race.
He'll finish it. Christ, he's only got 0.2 of a lap to go.
We've seen weirder things happen, so I'll keep my eye on Adam. He's coming
on smoking again, haven't you?
Final 2 corners.
So Luke and Mark crossing the line in 2nd and 3rd. Billy finishing good position there in 4th. Stephen Bird 5th. Callum Brandt 6th. And our championship winner
is coming across the line now.
Has taken it in the position he needed in 7th to win by a point. So congratulations, Adam.
Our own race control is saying that Peter gets fastest lap point.
Well, that means he wins with countback if that was the case. But we did that a couple of seasons. Oh, hell, blimey. That's a bit Larry, wasn't it?
Matt
yeah, if we had that, that'd be interesting. Because I think Peter would have won the championship over the course of the season with the fastest laps.
Who knows? Matt Acton coming across the line in P11. So well driven by Matt, Jason, and Dominic. Had a great race with 3 of them fighting for the entire 45 minutes. And I think we're now only waiting on Dries, who unfortunately had that spin as well. But he's coming across the line as the final driver for round 8 of this championship. So we can get our producer back into the chat as well.
They're having a massive burnout in McDonald's car park there.
Yeah, they're all
having Mr. Producer had to clear his throat before he came in.
Yeah, all having a bit of fun there. I'll let you read out the results before we do anything else.
Go on and chuck them up, then. Oh.
But in the meantime, a big congratulations to Adam.
So, our winner for the 4th time in the series, Peter Smith. Convincing race, set fastest lap on pole, finished very comfortably first as well. Luke McKeown, canny pit stop, took him 2nd place ahead of Mark Fletcher in 3rd. Billy Fletcher finishes 4th, Stephen Bird in 5th, Callum Brandt in 6th, and Southgate 7th, Matthew Hodges in 8th, Kieran Smart in 9th, 10th was Martin Hobson, 11th Matt Acton, 12th Jason Hodgson, 13th Dominic Forster, 14th Dries Kadir, Miles Owen in 15th, and Josh Thompson rounding things off in 16th. Daniel Merchant unfortunately didn't start, but he could have 17th.
And driver of today is Luke McKeon.
Yeah, Luke
McKeon Racing.
It's the 2.5 pit gain he got in the pits, so that worked brilliantly for him because he was right behind Mark when they both came in. So
yeah,
one of the reasons he got driver of the day, I suspect.
So who won overall? Was it Adam? He won by 1 point, did you say?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Yeah. If my math is correct, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check that. See how that goes. But now, go on to our next league. That we'll be hosting in 2 weeks' time, to start in 2 weeks' time, which will be the World GT3 Championship. Obviously, we did Europe, we've done the US. it only seems right that we finish off with doing a GT3 series with the world. So,
And that was in line with the poll result as well, wasn't it?
yeah.
I can already see some interesting tracks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We changed a couple rounds, and I think it looks nice. It's
Yeah.
a nice.
It's a nice. Yeah, I do
Not
think.
sure about Silverstone, though.
Yeah, and I'm looking
Got
forward
Phil's
to
favourite in
Bathurst.
round 2. You would have guest commentate that one,
I
won't
am
you?
so yeah. I'm probably even gonna put like an Australian accent on. We'll see. See how we go. See how we go, mate.
Great.
Um,
So we've got 8 rounds of brutal tracks. They're going to
Yep.
be hard, some hard tracks on here. So Montreal and Canada start things off on the 18th. As Phil said, 2 weeks today. Registration's open when? Tomorrow or day after? Or
well, I don't know. I mean, the screen does say Saturday, so I'm gonna go with Saturday.
okay. Normally you open them straight away, but no, that's fine.
No. Normally I do, but
And what are you doing criteria-wise, let's call it?
well, there's no criteria as such. It's only limited to 35 entries only. We're not taking any more this time. We're not going to be extending it to people who joined last second. You need to kind of get involved and try and get involved from like as early as possible to make sure you get your 35. Last time we had 40 signups in the first day, so it's a case of make sure
Who comes first?
Yeah,
First come, first serve, isn't it?
yeah. Because
And obviously, pay your money.
well, no, it's nothing to do with paying the money. Because obviously,
They'll have to send the boys round, Phil. What are you talking about? Who's going to pay for your soup otherwise?
but yeah, registration details will all be up on the Discord on Saturday. Little Discord in the chat there. So if you Discord, you can join that. Registration will be open probably Saturday afternoon, I would imagine. I will announce it to everybody in the Discord. Hopefully we can get this wrapped up. See who's the GT3 championship. the GT3 champion.
The world. Yeah.
Maybe we'll give away a trophy this time.
Oh.
I think a trophy to the winner.
I think we need to do a race of Racer Champions special week sometime. Invitational.
There will be this
brilliant.
season. There will be a trophy to the winner of the GT3 championship. So
Phil's on eBay as we speak. Then
yeah, got those little plastic trophies up for grabs.
Your door stops.
Hopefully, I can find something decent, and we can have like a nice little CXR GT3 championship trophy.
I'm sure there is. We're gonna find something, definitely.
Yeah, we can find something. But yeah, so next week, we might be. I'm not entirely too sure. I need to kind of figure it out and see whether we can put on like a little different race for it.
Yeah, sort of fun race.
Yeah, sort of fun race. So if we can get something sorted, we'll do that for next week. Next week. And
oh dear, Ruben can't take you anywhere. What's up with you?
What? That wasn't me. Hold on.
It's got all quiet now. Ever the professional.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on Discord then, and we'll chuck something up for next week if we're going to do a fun race or what we do. Who knows?
Yeah. The serious racing will be back in 2 weeks for the GT3 championships. I'm thinking that next week we'll do maybe a bit of light trucks around somewhere. So that could be maybe a little bit different. But yeah, we'll see. I'll post that over the weekend, see if we can get like at least a good amount of people involved. Cheers to all the guys who've helped out in race control. Neil, Aaron, and Ed. Superb job all season. Cheers to all the
Definitely.
drivers. Cheers to everyone who's watched as well, because a good season, good attendance on the viewership. Cheers to you.
Followers as well.
Well,
Followers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always the new guys.
And I always like the comments the Only Details puts in the Twitch chat as well.
Loves
Details
it.
Racing has lost too much money this season. They're selling some AMGs on Craigslist now. But yeah, no, it was a great season. Came down to the last round with 1 point difference for the overall champion winner, Adam Southgate. And looking forward to the World GT3 Championship.
Yeah, it should
No,
be a
it'd
good
be
one.
good.
I mean, there's some great tracks in there, and obviously ones we've not really visited on this kind
Yeah.
of trip. So
Mid-Ohio. I can't even say that.
Ohio,
Mid-Ohio. Don't recognise that one at all.
So easy.
But yeah, Mid Ohio for the US leg. Obviously, wasn't in on our US kind of journey this season. So that should be fun. Obviously, I don't think did we even go to Silverstone on the Euros?
Probably knowing you.
I don't think we did. You know, I
You
think we did
reckon?
Brands
I think
Hatch.
you did. No, you done Silverstone. You must have. You always put it
I
on
think
there.
we did
What?
Brands Hatch.
I think even
Brand
round
Snatch.
one at Montreal, I think that was our very first season on iRacing that we did it in the GTE Championship. But we haven't
Yeah.
visited Montreal for quite a while as well, and it's an amazing track. So
No, we got some cracking tracks now. Obviously, one of my
Definitely.
favourites, Monza, there, and then you got the classic Spa to finish things off. So if it was as tight as it was at this series, it would be in for a brilliant finish,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Oh, and Mark, by the way, Only the Details is spelling it out for you.
Ohio, okie dokie.
Ohio.
Ohio.
We did do Silverstone. We did Silverstone
Told ya.
and Spa. So the only two tracks we've actually been to in the last 2 seasons have been Silverstone and Spa.
Right.
Yeah, Spa's always a good one, though.
Yeah.
People like Spa.
But Suzuka should be fun. Bit of 130R at full blast.
Oh,
The old
God. I remember
GT3s.
that from F1. That's horrible track, isn't it? Mind you, I can't say that. You got Bathurst in there. That's even worse. Oh, just nightmares.
What?
Nightmares.
What's your
That's all it is.
Bathurst is the best circuit in the world.
No, it isn't. You're deluded.
Anyway, we're gonna leave it there, and we will catch you next week. Hopefully for some light trucks, just a little bit of fun.
Yep.
Off week between the seasons. Cheers to Ruben and Mark for their commentary this season. With us tonight.
Cheers, Phil,
course.
for organising it as usual.
Exactly,
worries.
and looking forward to the next season. And just keep an eye out on Discord for next week, as well as the
Sign up as well.
Sign up,
Procedure.
yep.
And everything will be listed. So, yeah, all the best and see you guys soon.
Catch you next week.